taking on so much. How has the Beethoven string quartets taken you guys on the journey? How has it affected the journey for you guys as a string quartet after all these years?
The first time that we played a Beethoven cycle was 1980, and that was the Beethoven Odyssey that I was referring to. It was in Vermont at a festival that we used to play at for 5-6 years early in our career. And in the early 1980s, we played the cycle elsewhere, but there were more odysseys, so to speak. There was one in Colorado, where we were sort of based in Denver, but we played in other towns, cities.
Do that in all way.
Yeah. So we were learning other repertoire early in our career too, but we had the feeling that these quartets were the cornerstone of the whole quartet repertoire. And some of these other cycles mixed in with works of other composers give just a small idea of the tradition from which Beethoven sprang, in that combination of the Haydn Opus 76 and Beethoven Opus 18, and especially of the later composers whom Beethoven influenced in one way or another. A milestone in our career was in 2007. We had a perspective series at Carnegie Hall, and that was 8 or 9 concerts in a concentrated period of time, maybe 2.5 weeks, in which we presented. Well, the first program had Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven Opus 59 number 3. The whole program was in C major, I remember. But in the subsequent programs, we had romantic composers like Schubert, Brahms. We had some 20th century works on that cycle, like Sibelius Quartet, I think.
We had the influences. I mean, essentially that was built around the cycle. I mean, as Gene was saying, that for any string quartet, the Beethoven cycle is your learning. It's the Bible, whatever you want, the Quran, whatever. It's the way you learn to play this music, because he had such an influence on everybody else after these were written. So that's what this converging, this series that we had, Perspectives at Carnegie. So it was the influences that he, Bartok, Shostakovich, and then even we had contemporary. That was Sarajevo we had. So that was a fascinating